we're going to talk about my planner today and my setup. I wanted to show two things that I purchased. This teacher dashboard that I think is super awesome. It has the days of the week before school and after school, and some things to remember on the back. So the best part of this is that if you choose to write on it with Sharpie and then use liquid or Visa markers or wet wipe off markers, the Sharpie will always stay. So you could write like Wednesdays, we always have early release. Then no matter what else I write, even when I wipe it off, the Sharpie will stay for the year. And at the end of the year, you can use alcohol or expo marker and that will take it off. This is the bookmark that I bought last year for teaching, and I love this too because it has copies to make, who I need to contact for the week, things to buy, which I'm very good at for my class, and things that are coming up. And again, like you can write on it with the Sharpie marker or the Erin Condren wipe off markers. So now today what we're going to do is I'm going to set up this year page. So in here, this is the year at a glance page. I'm going to use the colorful circle sticker pack from Erin Condren. And then this originally is an 18-month calendar, but because this is my teacher planner and I'm going to use it for an academic year, Caffeinated Cait on Etsy made these covers. So what I can do is I can very quickly cover over these 6 months. This first sticker will make sure that it all gets whited out, and then this sticker will go on top. And I was able to purchase them from Caffeinated Cait. She has the best Etsy shop. So let's start with the big sticker. So for the big sticker, what I'm going to do is I'm going to peel part of it. I'm going to fold this piece back. This will give me the ability to line it up so that it's straight. I'm actually, let me just check. Yep, I'm going to be able to line it up with this piece of almost like washi that's printed in the planner, and then I'll be able to just use my hand to take the back off and smooth it out. Well, it's slightly short. That's okay. Maybe we'll just move this one over just a hair and that will cover the rest of it. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to just peel a bit of the front. I'm going to fold this back so I have something to hold on to. This time I'm just going to scooch over just a little bit to be able to cover up those last numbers. I'm going to push it down and then be able to use my hand to smooth it out. And mine got a little crooked, and I'm okay with that. So what this is going to allow me to be able to do is I'm going to be able to choose a color to put in these circles and then take this key and transfer it to these 12 months. So I have my little list so I can remember what colors to do everything. I'm going to start and then I'll speed it up during this process. So the first thing I'm going to do is the first and last day of school. And I have some great tweezers over here. These are just bathroom tweezers, you know, that I borrowed. Then I'm going to do the break, and I'm going to use, you know, my favorite color because I'm looking forward to break. I think teachers are always kind of looking forward to break. In our district, we have an excellent opportunity during break. During summer vacation, spring break, winter break, we get to have the opportunity to teach like a summer school or an intervention school, and I kind of love it. I teach transitional kindergarten during the school year, of course, Adventures in TK. But during the summer and winter break, I get to teach older kids. So right now for summer school, what I'm doing is I'm teaching robotics and coding to middle school and high school kids. And it's super nice. I kind of love it. It gives me something different than the tiny kids, who, don't get me wrong, I love them very, very much. But, you know, it's a little different to hang out with high school kids. It's also a little different when they have a couple hormones that you're not used to when you hang out with 5-year-olds. But it's kind of fun and different, and I'm really enjoying it. It's really awesome. I live in Southern California. A lot of our children speak Spanish at home. Maybe English is only spoken at school. And so being able to have like this kind of intervention, or spring break school or summer school, it gives them a couple extra weeks to be able to speak English and practice English at school. And that's kind of nice. So instead of having I think our kids get about 8 weeks of summer, and that could be that they're just sent home for 8 weeks and they're speaking Spanish for all of those 8 weeks, which, please don't take this the wrong way. I love Spanish. I actually am pretty good in Spanish. I can carry on a conversation with parents, but you know, practice makes perfect. And if you don't practice, you forget it, use it or lose it. That's how I feel about my Spanish also. And so giving these kids the opportunity to have 4 extra hours a day at school to practice English in a different kind of environment. We offer different electives like my coding and robotics. There's a ceramics teacher who is actually the high school ceramics teacher, so they get to go in the real ceramics room. It's kind of fun and kind of different for our kids, and I kind of love it. It's also cool to be able to see, oops, that's the wrong color, my kids when they get older. So that I always look forward to. Former students, maybe former students of mine, or at least former students from my school. And they're big and grown. Some of them are taller than I am. One of them has a mustache, and that's way different than the 5-year-old that they were in my class. So now that I have all of these labeled, we're just going to talk about the things. So first and last day of school, holiday breaks, parent-teacher conferences. Our district is super lucky. Once a month, we're able to have TK meetings where all 16 of us are able to meet at one TK teacher's classroom. So maybe I should talk about that in a different one, the way we set up our TK. But once a month, we get to go to a different TK teacher's classroom and have a meeting there. We use ESGI district-wide for our testing. So these are the dates that ESGI is due to the district. These are professional development, either that I am attending myself or that are put on by our district. We have other Wednesday meetings. We have Saturday trainings sometimes. Occasionally, I'm a trainer for those trainings. And then this is a holiday no school. And the reason these two are different is because I get paid differently if I'm the trainer for the day versus just attending the training. So I'm going to put all these dots in. Okay, so the TK meetings are on Wednesdays. I'll have to put those in professional development. I put in the 1 day so far on October 7th, so that'll be a no student day. Teacher only professional development. Trainings and when I'm a trainer will have to be added in throughout the year. And on Tuesday, I'll be receiving the headers for the planning section, and I'll start talking about those headers and what I chose to put on them. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and like this channel. Thanks.